Hello everyone and welcome to the YouTube channel all about engineering. So today we are going to discuss two techniques, that is nodal analysis and mesh analysis. So this is a very simple technique and a very useful technique. We can use it in various numericals, in network theory and in many subjects as well. So let's start with the nodal analysis. So here is one simple circuit given. So basically there are three steps involved in the nodal analysis. The first one is we have to identify the number of nodes. How many nodes are there in a particular circuit? Now nodes, as I already discussed in the previous lecture, that nodes are nothing but the common point for the branches. It is a point where the branches are getting connected. So there were two types of nodes, simple nodes and principal nodes. Simple node is where two branches are connected, while principal node is where at least three branches should be there connected. So this we discussed in the previous lecture. So first step is identify the number of nodes. How many nodes are there in a particular circuit? So here in this circuit there are three nodes. This third node we are considering is at a ground node. Ground node means zero potential node, means potential at this particular node is nothing but zero we are taking. So the rest of the two nodes, first and second, we are giving the voltages V1 and V2. Now second step here, assign node voltages with respect to the ground node. With respect to the ground node, we have to assign the voltages to the rest of the node. So here there are two other nodes apart from the ground node. So V1 and V2 voltages we are assigning at these two nodes with respect to ground. With respect to ground node, we are assigning. Ground node voltage is nothing but zero. So these are the first two steps. The last step will be by using KCL first and Ohm's law next, write nodal equations. So as we already know that nodal analysis consists of KCL and Ohm's law. So we have to apply KCL at respective nodes, and also we have to apply Ohm's law to complete the nodal analysis. So in this particular circuit, we'll apply nodal analysis. So let us take the node 2 at first. So at node 2, what we have to do is we have to assign voltage, that is V2 we have assigned here. So we have to assume here that let V2 voltage be greater than the other voltages, that is V1 and VT. Let V2 be greater than V1, V2 be greater than 0 and V2 be greater than VT, that is this voltage source. Let us assume this. We have to assume at a particular node that particular, if we are considering that particular node at a time, then we have to consider that particular voltage at the node greater than all other voltages. Now we have to, after this we will apply KCL at this node. So KCL here, let us assume that IC, IL and IR2 is leaving this node number 2. We have to assume at a node that the currents are leaving. If at all any current is entering, for example here, that is a different case. I will explain you later about this. But here in this case, let us assume that IC, IL and IR2 are leaving. So as I discussed earlier in the KCL definition, that the current leaving will be taken as positive. So here the currents, all the three currents here at this node are leaving. So IC plus IL plus IR2 is nothing but 0. The algebraic sum of currents leaving the node is 0. So this is a simple KCL applied at this node number 2. So after we have applied KCL, now we have to apply the Ohm's law, simple Ohm's law. So IC is nothing but C into d by dt. IC is the current between V1 and V2, but V2 is greater than V1. So IC will be nothing but C d by dt, V2 minus V1. Now I already discussed in the previous lecture that Ohm's law is V is equal to IR, but I also discussed that Ohm's law has different forms. So this is one of the form of Ohm's law. This is also one of the form of Ohm's law. IL is nothing but 1 by L integration from minus infinity to t. Now voltage across inductor L is nothing but V2. So V2 into dt plus IR2. IR2 is nothing but this current through this branch. So IR2 is nothing but V2 minus V. V2 minus V. First technique we are applying here. The ending sign we have to take. Let us assume that ending sign for V2 is positive. So V2 ending sign here is minus. So minus V divided by the current is this current is passing through two resistances before completing at the ground node. So there will be two resistances R2 plus R3. So V2 minus V divided by R2 plus R3 is equal to 0. So this is a simple Ohm's law and KCL applied at node 2. Now at node 1. So at node 1 there are also here 1, 2 and 3 branches here. So in this particular branch the current is entering. We are applying the KCL at node 1 where voltage is V1. So in this branch, first branch, let me take the highlighter here. In this branch the current is entering. Current is entering here. So we'll take it as negative because current leaving we are taking as positive fundamentally as per the KCL. So here current is entering. So we'll take it as negative minus I of t. Here in this branch, second branch we'll take here now. So let us assume, here I have not shown, but here let us assume that current is leaving this branch. So current here is nothing but voltage across the resistance divided by R1. That is nothing but V1 by R1. So here current is leaving. So minus I of t plus V1 by R1. Now third branch let us assume that the current is leaving this branch. Here I have not shown, but let us assume this current is leaving this third branch from this particular node. So nothing but minus I of t plus V1 by R1 plus IC, but IC is nothing but C into d by dt V1 minus V2 in this case, because V1 voltage is we are assuming as greater than V2. V1 voltage we are assuming greater than 0 and greater than V2 as well. When we are considering node 1, then we are considering V1 as greater than V2 and V1 is greater than 0. So here in this case IC is nothing but C d by dt V1 minus V2. Sign will be positive, current sign will be positive. So the last equation which I discussed will be in this form. Here minus it plus V1 by R1 plus C into d by dt V1 minus V2 equal to 0. This is KCL and Ohm's law put together. And we are assuming V1 greater than 0, V1 greater than V2. So this is the nodal analysis applied at node 1. So these are the two equations we applied at the particular nodes, and we have got the nodal analysis equations. So this was a simple example. So at this point of time let us take a numerical to understand much into the depth of the nodal analysis. So let us take this example. Here we have taken a circuit, simple circuit. Now the question goes like, consider the following circuit, determine currents I, I1 and I2. To determine currents I, which is nothing but this current, I1 this current, and I2 is nothing but this current. So this is a simple circuit. So let us apply nodal analysis here. So according to the nodal analysis, there is only one node here, I think so. Yeah, there is one node here. So we'll apply nodal analysis at this point. Let us assume this voltage as V, and let us also assume that this voltage is greater than any other voltages. That is this voltage, or this voltage, these three voltages. Let us assume this voltage is greater than these three voltages. So by applying nodal analysis at this particular node which is there in circuit, V minus 24 means in this particular branch we are applying the nodal analysis KCL we are applying here. This is KCL equation. This is nothing but KCL equation. So V minus 24 divided by 2. What we are actually doing is nothing but we are applying KCL. This is nothing but current. This whole is nothing but current actually. This whole is nothing but current. So let us apply KCL in the second branch, which is nothing but current is. Let us assume that the current here is leaving here. Though I have shown though in the question they have shown current I2 as entering, but let us assume for solving purpose the current is leaving. So that's why the sign is taking here, sign is positive. So in this branch if you apply KCL, then the current will be V by 6, V divided by 6, which is nothing but I2, positive I2. Now in the third branch let us apply the KCL, so which is nothing but V minus 4 plus 3 divided by 1, that is 1 ohm resistance. Here resistance is 1 ohm. So until we are reaching the ground node, we have to apply the KCL. We have to take the voltages, because in the second step, as I already discussed, in the second step what I showed is we have to take voltages with respect to ground node. So this voltage with respect to ground node in this branch will be nothing but V minus 4 plus 3, and the current altogether will be V minus 4 plus 3 divided by 1 is equal to 0. Algebraic sum is 0. So if you solve this equation, then V comes out to be 7.8 volts. 7.8 volts. So at this point of time, we have completed almost 90% of our example. Now we have to just find the values of I1 and I2. So I in this case will be nothing but I is here. Okay, so 24 minus V divided by 2. We are applying simple KVL here. 24 minus V divided by 2, or simple I can say it is a simple Ohm's law. It is V by R. So 24 minus V divided by 2 is nothing but 8.1 amps. Answer is 8.1 amps for I. I1 is nothing but V minus 4 plus 3. We are taking the ending sign, as already discussed in KVL. We have to take the ending sign. We are taking the ending sign. So V, here let us assume that for V the ending sign is positive. So V minus 4 plus 3 divided by 1, that is nothing but the I1, which is equal to 6.8 amps. Whereas I2 is nothing but, now here I2 is nothing but they have shown here from this. So let us take this as a potential positive voltage. 0 minus V divided by 6, that is nothing but minus 1.3 amps. We can also take I2 as in this direction also. If we take I2 as in this direction, for example, so I2 will be nothing but V minus 0 by 6, which will be plus V 1.3. But in the question they have given current in this direction, opposite direction. So just put negative sign. It will give our answer. So I2 is nothing but minus 1.3 amps. So this was a simple example in the nodal analysis, how to solve the problem using nodal analysis. Now let us take one more example in the nodal analysis. Yeah, let us take this example. Let me rub this one out. Yeah. So this is also a very simple example. So here in this example, what they have asked is, consider the following circuit. Determine the node voltages V1 and V2. Here in this circuit, you have to find V1 and V2 you have to find in this circuit. So here also we'll apply the nodal analysis technique. First we'll apply the nodal analysis at point 1, at node 1, and afterwards we'll apply at node 2. So at node 1, if you apply the nodal analysis, which is nothing but KCL plus Ohm's law, So applying KCL at point 1, which is at node 1. So current here is entering. This current is entering the node. So negative minus 1 plus let us assume this current as here current is not shown, so let us assume that it is leaving, which is nothing but V1 minus 0 divided by 1. You have to remember that voltage with respect to ground node we have to take. So V1 minus 0. Every volt, the node voltage with respect to ground node we have to take every time. So V1 minus 0 divided by 1, which is nothing but current through this branch. Now current in this particular branch will be, let us assume current is leaving this branch. So V1 minus 2 minus V2 divided by 2, that is 2 ohm, which is nothing but current through this branch. And in the fourth branch, if you apply the KCL, let us assume current is leaving, so V1 minus V2 divided by 2. So at this point of time, you might be thinking that why we are taking this as entering, why we are not taking this as leaving this particular branch. So the answer to this question is, wherever the active sources are already defined in the network, don't change the direction of that particular active source. Take it as it is. If it is entering, then take it as entering. If it is leaving, then take it as leaving. But in the branches where current directions are not given, there we have to assume the current branches. So for our easiness, we have to take it as leaving. Because leaving we are considering as a fundamental, we are taking as positive. So for easiness, we will take it as leaving where active sources are not there or where the current directions are not given. Here also for solving sake, we can take this as leaving. But then we have to, afterwards we have to change the sign. But that will be a little complex in the process. So let us assume as it is. For active sources, let us assume as it is, the direction as it is in the particular node. So we have applied KCL at node 1 and will solve this particular equation. We'll get this equation, first equation. 4V1 minus 2V2 is equal to 4. Now at this point of time, let us apply nodal analysis at point 2, that is node 2, where we are assuming voltage as V2. We are not assuming, actually they have given only, we have to find the voltage. So this is V2 voltage. So we are applying KCL at this particular node. So which is nothing but minus 1, the current is entering. As I already told that let be as it is, let the active source direction be as it is, which is entering, so negative, plus V2 by 1. So let us assume this as leaving. So V2 by 1 in this branch. Current in this branch is V2 divided by V2 minus 0, that is nothing but ground voltage, divided by 1 ohms, plus V2 plus 2 minus V1 divided by 2. In the simple KVL equation, simple Ohm's law, what we have to write here, V2 plus 2 minus V1 divided by 2 here, plus V2 minus V1 divided by 2 in this branch. So all the 3 branches we have covered is equal to 0. Solving this equation, will get minus 2V1 plus 4V2 is equal to 0, which is nothing but the second equation. So there are 2 equations, 2 unknowns. We can solve it easily. So by solving this, we'll get V1 is equal to 4 by 3 volts, V2 is equal to 2 by 3 volts. So this is the answer. So these were the 2 examples, very easy examples. You can solve it by using nodal analysis. The next lecture will talk about mesh analysis in detail, and we'll also solve some examples related to the mesh analysis. Thank you.